Okay, this is a revision of basic angles. Some people have trouble with geometry, so maybe this time we'll all get it. Let's see here. My first question is, what is an angle? What is an angle? Well, it's actually caused by rotating. We start here. This is called the initial side or the initial ray here. And when you rotate, like when you open a door, that's what creates an angle. If you open the door so it goes right to the top there, it'd be 90 degrees. You open it and you stop. It's called the terminal side. And you always rotate around a point. Well, that's called the angle of rotation. Now, if you start at this point here and you rotate it all the way around and you stopped here, your protractor tells you how many degrees is that. The angles in 180 degrees of rotation make a straight line. So that's why when you're looking at this diagram, this rotation to B and this rotation of A combine to equal 180 degrees. A plus B equals 180 degrees. And the reason you write down whenever you use this idea is this abbreviation, angles in a straight line. There's another thing that happens. When you cross two lines, these angles here, A and C, are exactly the same. They're vertically opposite. If you took a protractor and you measured that rotation and that rotation, they'd be equal. And you just write vertically opposite angles. D and B are vertically opposite as well. What's the story with them? Those angles are equal. Well, if you have a whole bunch of angles around a point, A, B, C, D, E, they all have to add up to because you start here, you go all the way around, you rotate all the way around, they sum to 360 degrees. You could say angles around a point or angles in a revolution. Okay, those are our three ideas. Now we're going to use them in questions. Let's take a look at it. Well, what are we going to do to find this angle X? We know that's 70 and 52 and 38 and 127. All we've got to do is to add all these up. There's a little typo there. There's a little typo there. I'm going to have to change that in that little typo there. Whoops, hit the wrong button. That little typo there, that doesn't add up to 390 degrees, does it? It adds up to 360 degrees. So we know that should be, it's not working very nice here. That angle there should be 360 degrees, angles in a point. So it's a typing mistake. I'll fix it later in the notes. When you add all these angles up, though, 70, 52, 38, you get 287. And all you have to do is subtract 287 from both sides, and you get 73 degrees for X. So just add all the angles up, go 360 minus. Okay, what about here? Well, we're going to figure out X. Well, we cross two lines. Those angles are equal, vertically opposite angles. Now, X and Y together make this straight line. So you go 180 minus 110, you get Y is 70 degrees. And these are vertically opposite, so 2Z equals 70, vertically opposite. So I should have said Z is equal to 35 degrees. I didn't finish the question. You have to divide both sides by 2 and get Z is equal to 35 degrees. Okay, let's try this question here. We're going to figure out X first. We're going to go 44 plus 90. That's 134. Go 180 minus that, and we'll get X. You see this straight line here? That means that X must equal 46 degrees, angles in a straight line. Well, that means Y equals 46 degrees, angles in a straight line. And to get at A, how would we do that last one? We'd add 46 and 46 and 44. Well, that's 90 and 90. We know that's 180 plus 46 would be 226. We'd go 360 minus 226. We'd get an answer for angle A, and the answer is angles round a point. See, I didn't finish all this. I'll finish it in the notes, but I've explained how you do it all. First you find X, then you find Y, And then you take 360 degrees and subtract all those. I know that's 180 because it's a straight line, plus the 46, which is x. So I know that's why I know it's 226. And 360 minus that would be your answer for A. Well, there you go.